Ryan, it's time for
Good morning, Castle Oblivion.
I thought you were going to do the Good Morning Vietnam bit.
Well, that is that.
Yeah, okay, you just changed the word.
Yeah, obviously, because we're not in Vietnam. We're in Castle Oblivion, Sora's own personal Vietnam. Sora and Kyle's Vietnam, personal Vietnam.
Aren't they kind of the same thing?
Yep. Yeah, we're here hanging. Also, what made me think about the good morning thing was the great antics of my boys, Ben and Liam, of the last 2 days.
Yeah, well, first, hang on. Hey, everybody, this is Pajanime 2.
We'll get to a recap in a
that's
hot second.
Ryan Power. Yeah,
but it's a morning story by the morning hosts.
Triple
J. We're recording in the morning, so you know.
Well, it's
good morning, Sora. I mean, obviously, I'd say that we'd wake up Goofy because he's a sleeper. He sleeps in, but Donald, I don't think sleeps. I have a feeling Donald sneaks out at night and he's out at the Red District, if you know what I mean.
Sex?
No, I think he's doing a little gambling.
Okay.
I think Donald has secret aspirations and he wants to build his own kingdom, but he knows he can't just like steal the throne from Mickey, so he's just gonna eventually like, you know, take Daisy and be like, oh look, Minnie, this is just for Daisy. You know, we're gonna go run this kingdom over here, but secretly he'll just be building allies and power. I think Donald's a real player. You know what I mean? In the kingdom, I think Donald is basically Littlefinger in my estimation. Secretly, he seems to be our ally because what choice does he have, right? But realistically, he's just waiting.
Picking his moment.
Yeah, like I'm just saying, I don't think you know, they've betrayed us several times, but I don't think Goofy's the leader on that. I think Donald's just like, come on, remember Donald's always the one bossing Goofy. You know, there's very Littlefinger-esque aspect to Donald.
So the Triple J thing.
Oh yeah, sorry, the Triple J. Hey, we were talking about Kingdom Hearts. Come on. Anyway, freeze, Kyle. I needed to freeze. The Triple J thing. Essentially,
you should tell people in case they don't know what Triple J is. It's an Australian...
Triple J is an Australian radio station. It does stream out on the internet and it is very popular worldwide. They're notable for... I've probably talked about them on a previous channel or previous video, but they're notable for doing the Hottest 100, which is a top 100 songs voted on by the community of all new songs, and they basically disqualify certain popular artists that Triple J has to play them. So, and they have a tendency to play not just local music, but music by people who are very unknown, like bands who are in high school, 18, 19, or just like haven't been discovered yet. Which that's kind of why I like them, because even if I don't like all that new everything, it's like, hey, at least no matter what, I'm guaranteed to get something I haven't heard before, right? Which is an interesting perspective. I mean, obviously, the more you listen to it, the more you start hearing the songs they're playing throughout the year, and then obviously making your list. But anyway, Ben and Liam have they're the morning show guys right now. They replaced one of my favorites from all time, which were Matt and Alex. One of them who I always compared to Kyle because he also looked and was similarly a troll to Kyle. I'd say old school troll. I don't know if you're as much of a prankster nowadays.
I just don't have... Well, sort of, Ryan. Let's think about what happened yesterday.
I guess you save all that for the busboy days.
I'm not a busboy.
No, well, no, I mean to the busboy, right? If you're the, you know.
No, me and the busters are cool now. The one who I didn't like left.
So Ben and Liam are the new ones, and you know, they've had an interesting tenure thus far. They do a few things I don't mind. They do a few segments that are fun. But they have this Wednesday morning segment where people call in and tell them to give a Wednesday morning wake-up call, which is why I thought of the Robin Williams Good Morning Vietnam to someone, because they're on pretty early, right? So it's like 6 a.m.-ish when they give this call, which is pretty early. And the gimmick is like, it's usually someone who calls in to tell them this is like a person who's working already, right? Because there's a lot of blue-collar work we're up early. This is early. Get up, bud. Like, you know what I mean? I believe they specifically call them slackers. Like, get up, slackers. So Triple J got they're owned by
guys, let's chill.
ABC radio network in Australia, and they just got a new CEO a month or so ago. So on Wednesday this morning,
hey, fuck off!
They decided to someone called in and told them to prank their new boss, who, you know, they were like, we got to confirm he can take a joke, right, boys? That's actually a big part of this, right? It's like, okay, we got to confirm this guy can take a joke. And yeah, it was pretty funny. They called him, and it was pretty funny. I should also state that not only do they call them on Wednesday morning to wake them up, they play the clip, a clip of the song "Wake Me Up," or sorry, "Bring Me to Life" from
Evanescence.
Which, you know, yeah,
that was way harder than it should have been. Holy fuck.
And it was great because the guy reacted pretty negatively, and he was all like, "Oh, you're gonna see me in the morning at 9 in the morning. You know, we were gonna have to talk." And then they were even off the air, and a producer came on the air for like 10 minutes, and then they came back and said everything was fine. But then what was great was then yesterday, which was Thursday in Australia.
The next day.
For when we're recording this, by the way, people, not obviously as always not when this aired. Someone called in and said, "No, you got to prank him again. We got to really be sure. I don't know now. We're actually even more confused. You got to make sure." So they called him again, and it rang a lot more times. It rang like 6 times before he finally picked up. And his first response was just like there was almost nothing, and they were like, "Good morning, good morning." They were really soft whispering, and then he was just like, "Are you kidding me?" It was so great. It was one of the best deliveries. And then they didn't play the song. Then they were entirely quiet, and they were like, "Sorry, we just wanted to call you this morning to apologize." And then when he acted even more like distraught, they were like, "Oh, sorry, we didn't realize it was before 6:30, sir. We didn't realize we were waking you up." It was so great. Because you thought they were just going to play the song again, right? And it was like, oh.
Yeah, that's better to do.
And then he was, he laughed for, there was almost a moment where he was like, okay, I think I need to show here that this is funsies.
Yep. Okay, cool. Let's...
But they're notable for doing goofy things like, things like determining what the nature of their call-in segment's going to be, or even if it's going to be a call-in segment in general, with like a wheel, and then they just spin it, and whatever it lands on is like whatever they get.
That's what we're doing today.
Yeah.
Hey, asshole.
One is like hot hits, like basically give us some hot tips or tips on it, basically tips that have to do with hits. So then like I believe the call that came in was just like, here's a hot hit. If you have a good hit, your batting average goes up. Just like, what? Okay.
Sure.
Anyway. That's the Triple J talk.
Yep.
You already mentioned that you're in Pajanime 2, Re-Kingdom Hearts of Chain of Kingdoms.
So...
That's not the real title. It's Kingdom Hearts Re-Chain of Memories. You know what this frickin'...
Yeah, we're far enough in this game at this point.
Speaking of hot hits, this game, a hot hit, all right.
Yeah. So...
A hot hit in the living room of one basement with 10 friends who really milked this and were like, holy man, this system is so us. And man, I really am jealous of those 10 people because they got an experience out of this that I don't think anyone else is going to get.
Yep. So...
not trying to offend the game, but I think we're pretty upfront that... Yeah.
So this
don't get me wrong, there's lots of games that are like this. I have a feeling that I probably feel this way about some old Monster Hunter games. I feel like, you know what I mean? Whatever you're going for, it's too dense to be effective, right? They just didn't understand the term accessibility. It is important. Also, you and I stand pat that this active card system is part of the problem. If it was if they removed the active aspect of this combat and just made it turn-based, and then it was like you weren't playing a card to, like you could play a card to counter their card, but it would be on turns, right? Like you weren't you wouldn't just do it while you're moving around. I think you and I would have a completely different opinion about
this probably.
Game. In fact, you would have probably built several decks and got into the deck system because you wouldn't have been so frustrated by, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Needing to micromanage spamming what you're doing while being tense, because even a basic enemy can wreck you in these games if you're not careful. It's kind of part of the I think the trick of Kingdom Hearts, or actually even like it's weird because it's like a system. This game system is like contrasting the one actual strength of Kingdom Hearts gameplay, which I always thought was that it's actually a little harder than you always gave it credit for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like even in 1, I feel like that's kind of one of as I don't know if I think 1 as a game completely holds up, but I still think that it does have a strength where ignoring the environments, like especially in the early areas like Alice and stuff, the combat has a little more depth and is a little harder than you would have initially thought coming in. That's what I always felt. And I felt that held up. What did you think as the player? Does that seem pretty true?
Yeah, it definitely... I had to look at it with like this was 2002 lens, but outside of that, I had a really good time.
Like, you got wrecked by basic enemies sometimes, and it was your fault, and there were times where you improved it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there was also times where things were frustrating because of design decisions, but I think there was a core loop of the combat.
Yeah, Wonderland was bad.
Yes, but I'm talking about just the level up system, the enemies, the attacks and abilities, how the AP system feeds into all that. It works. There's something there, right? It's not just... Yeah, that was. I feel like that was the part that works, and I feel like that's the part that works in this game too. It's just that you have to do it actively. Like, the slice system if it was a turn-based thing, the slice system would have been probably awesome. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Even as now, it's only salvaging what is a frustrating experience, as we've talked about. Or sorry, attempting to salvage and failing.
Nah, damn it. I want to get that on the cloud.
You wanted another cloud? Yeah, you wanted.
I don't think you. I think it just.
Anyway, we haven't done a hot recap. So what's happening in Kingdom Hearts? We've been grinding through this last.
Yeah, so I should say before we start the recap, we have to grind some because there's a billion fucking cards we need to get.
So it was a perfect time for that hot Triple J story.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of going into it.
Hot, get it anyway. Triple J.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, hot fire.
Yeah, you got it.
That's a meme that they have in case anyone else wasn't aware.
Yeah, we're in the habit of stealing other radios. Yeah.
We're not radio, Ryan. It's not really other radios memes.
Well, I mean, I did the Good Morning Vietnam. Oh, that was such. Have you ever? I'm sure you've seen that movie, right?
No. Which movie was that?
What? Wow. That was. Pretty sure that's the name of the movie.
Oh well, yeah. That would. No, I haven't seen that.
My brain is like now did a blank because I was just expecting you to say the name of the movie because I was like, everyone knows the name of that movie.
Well,
I know it, but I'm just like, you know what I mean? My brain is like, I'm pretty sure it was Good Morning Vietnam. I'm pretty sure that was the name of the movie. I remember it was like Ron Williams was it was like a war camp. It was in Vietnam, and he was the radio personality in the camp to wake everyone up and, you know, keep everyone lively and alive and awake for camp, obviously, not for. But I mean, I do remember. Battles, like combat scenes too, but it focused a little less on that as well, if I recall.
Okay. Yeah, I have absolutely no idea.
I believe at the time, again, I could be wrong, but because I was pretty. The reason my memory's foggy on this is because I was young when I had seen it, right? Like.
Yeah.
I am. If people don't know, I was grown up a latchkey kid, which means I watched a lot of reruns and TV shit because my parents basically had no responsibility and were. Either my dad was always working and my mom was always partying, or left me with babysitters who left me alone. So it was basically I had free reign to the TV every night for as late as I wanted. So I never slept and I watched a lot of.
Yeah.
Cable would make you see everything, but I remember Good Morning Vietnam having similarities to MASH.
Trinity Limit.
You know, the old sitcom.
Yeah.
That was a military sitcom. Well, yeah, remember our great Trinity Limit that's just a giant AoE? And because we have none of the shitty enemies on the screen, it's just going to win.
Yeah!
The best thing about this game, an ability to just auto-win a battle.
Holy.
Which, of course, you should be able to do that. He's Sora. Anyway, recap?
Yep, so we beat Riku. Found out that Riku...
Oh, another big AoE that looks like it'll win you. Yes. Finally. Oh.
Yeah, that one.
We have these, don't we?
That maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't have the space in them right now. So we beat up on Riku, and discovered that.
Oh yeah,
Riku was in
Green
fact.
Ranger Riku kept coming after us because he wanted to protect Naminé.
Riku was an android of some sort. We also found out that Naminé has had absolutely no contact with us before. The events of this game, so all of our memories were bullshit. But for some reason, Sora's still like, "Well, I made you a promise," and we're like, "No, you fucking didn't, Sora."
Replacing Naminé with his memories of Kairi with
Kairi?
Kairi. Oh god, that's the name of the episode. I fucked that up. That's the anyway. Of Kairi with Naminé.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I did that. I goofied that up. I goofed that up.
Gorsh.
You got. Yeah, I'm too stuck in the troop, I guess. Good Morning Vietnam Land. Did you ever see MASH, by the way? As I referenced that. Really, man. See, that's the thing. That's the age difference. I think it's also because I was watching TV at like 2 and 3 because I could talk, right? So I was probably consuming things a lot earlier than you were as well.
Well, yeah, that would be the difference. It wasn't really our age. It was what time we were watching TV at. I went to bed at a normal kid time because I had parents that put me to bed.
Like, I'd probably say from 2, maybe the moment I could walk and talk, I was watching a lot of stuff. Like I said, I've notably said, like, I think I was 4 or 5 when I saw Bloodsport, which is a very violent Van Damme movie that colored my love of MMA and just, yeah, even superhero stuff. Because it's not necessarily, like, obviously there's, like, training montage and Rocky aspects to some of that sometimes. But for me, what I always liked about it was just the variety of the combat, right? I liked the idea that it wasn't just, I'm an American boxer versus an American boxer, because that was always just dull, right? That's why I couldn't get into regular sports initially, because I didn't understand the depth there to some of them, right? So on the surface, it was just like, this is the people doing same things against each other. And I like the idea of, like, you know, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, like, they have different abilities and move. That's cool, and they're using different things, right? So, and Bloodsport was, like, all the different fighting styles, right? It was like, oh, I'm going to be a sumo versus a, you know, a dirty kickboxer or something like that. And I was like, oh, that's neat.
Yeah. That is neat.
Like because it's like that necessarily. Then it's not always who's necessarily better, right? Then it's some people are just going to lose because their style just doesn't fit against that style. But like because Bloodsport was like not to the death, there was like it's not MMA. There's less rules. You could do a lot.
Like original MMA.
Yeah, it's not even that because like
there were
it's
no
a movie,
rules to
right?
That.
It's like it's meant to be a karate tournament. It's like more choreographed movie fights, obviously not completely real in Bloodsport. You know, this was in the 90s, so that's kind of take that for what you will, but anyway, yeah, we fought Riku. He was an android, which I thought was a good point in the game because you were having a lot of plot criticisms about the way Riku was behaving, and that kind of pretty much redeems all of that.
Oh yeah,
it's almost like Riku was just a caricature of himself, which means of course he would just.
It was the same problem that you probably felt about Agent Ward at the start of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. the first time through. You're like, this guy's so fucking boring. Like,
see, a lot of people don't think that they meant for Ward to be bad in the beginning, and I actually think they do because I 100% think there's no way the Captain America was doing that twist. There's no way they didn't know about all that, and it was also Whedon, right? Like that. I'm pretty sure Whedon was let in on some of that stuff. I think they planned that in advance.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of shows do that. Like, there's a lot of characters in TNG that weren't that if they stayed the way they were in season 1, people probably wouldn't have liked them.
Riker.
Well, for a lot of people, that's Riker. I thought Riker was fine in season 1. I guess people didn't like charming Riker. I don't know. I thought he was still charming.
Wait, why?
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. He has a good relationship with
Counselor Troy.
Yeah, Mzadi. I remember going through that with my roommate. He'd seen them all before, and he didn't remember that they had such an intimate relationship, and that they had so many off and on episodes that they focused on it.
Yeah, well, it's because I think they had a history before that show started, right?
Yeah, they imply that in the first season, yes.
Yeah.
And then they off and on are I believe, in a relationship. Some seasons they are, and some seasons they aren't. I believe Troy then eventually marries Worf, doesn't she?
Nope. Troy does marry Riker in one of the movies.
She does marry Riker in one of the movies. Sorry, I couldn't. Yeah, I remember she got married. And I was like, but she dated Worf, right? That's what happened. Yeah,
I don't remember.
Oh, there's so many TNG episodes. So ultimately, I more remember some of the highlights of like either epic speeches or good conquest episodes or just some of the exploration episodes versus like don't get me wrong, I appreciated that some of the character interactions were there, but I'm not going to say they were the weakest part of the show because I actually think sometimes they stole the show. I just don't think TNG had the best ones. I think DS9 and Voyager had better character interactions than.
Yeah,
I also think they just had better characters. Like it's crazy that I think that TNG had the best crew, like the crew dynamic, but that probably DS9 had the best, probably DS9 had the best characters.
Yeah, DS9's the one I saw the least, so
But Voyager had some of the best relationships. Troy and, not Troy. I'm saying that right. Yeah, no, not Troy.
For Paris and B'Elanna.
B'Elanna, it was a great relationship.
Yeah.
Like I put that up there with like Zach and Kelly. Like honestly, that's legitimately.
I mean, that was a terrible relationship. If we're being.
What are you talking about?
Zach was the most manipulated Zach was the most manipulative motherfucker.
You mean Zach was the most 90s main, the most Dennis Reynolds? It turns out that Sonny is making a commentary on sitcoms with Dennis.
Yeah.
Who's meant to be the controlling, manipulative main character. It's almost like they made a play on it with that one episode I talked to you about.
Yeah, there's a Funny or Die bit where they take random episodes of Saved by the Bell specifically, and they talk about how trashier of a human being Zach Morris is. It's called Zach Morris is Trash. And
I still think listen.
All the titles are very clickbaity in like a fun way. Where it's like the time that Zach sold his friends into slavery in order to get a ticket to the dance or something. You know, like yeah, I guess he sort of did that.
I don't necessarily think that Zach is like the world's greatest character. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm not saying like, hey, he's perfect. I'm just saying that I don't think he's necessarily awful either. I don't know. I think he has awful moments, but I think he grows through it.
No, I mean like if you look at him like as like a real person, like that dude should be in prison. But that sitcoms.
What? Come on.
Yeah. As a real person, that dude should
he's a little zany, but it's like sitcom zany. Like what's his name?
Yeah.
Like Ted Mosby.
Let's also go back to sitcoms for a second. Do you remember how Seinfeld ended?
Get away with stuff because they present it zanily. Like they present it like a comedy.
I'm not saying it's not good. I'm just saying like like that dude would be in prison.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay,
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Have you Yeah. You ever seen the finale to Seinfeld?
They go to prison, don't they?
Yeah, exactly. Because they have to, because they're on trial for all the horrible shit that they've done to people, like throughout the series.
Throughout the series, yeah.
Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, you can't do that kind of stuff to real people.
I mean, the irony is you sort of can sometimes. I mean, it really depends on the community you live in and where you are. I mean, I don't know if you've seen How to Make a Murderer.
Yeah.
Or things of that nature. There are people that can get away with doing a lot to people over the years, depending on the nature of where you are. But openly in public, the way they zanily get away with stuff in not even just sitcoms, general comedies. Like, I mean, look at Ferris Bueller, right? He stealing cars and running around the street, right? But it's all like there's a Nathan Drake-ness to it, right? It's like they're like, come on, right? We also have that cognitive dissonance with Nathan Drake, right?
Yeah.
He's murdering tons of fools, but he's meant to be this charming, lovable. It's like this dude's a freaking serial killer. Bang, 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 bang. But it's like they're the bad guys, right? Just like Spider-Man and the.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of that type of cognitive dissonance exists.
Is this the door?
But it's okay. It's a little zany,
yeah, this
right?
Is the door.
It's
okay. So you see... Oh, no, this isn't even the right door. Fuck. Never mind.
It's okay. What I should say, it's okay provided that we live in a world where other media is exploring the realities of that stuff, which I think we do. I've seen tons of great things that explore the realities of some of the less zany aspects of the things that those people get away with, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then you even have comedies that dissect that. I was just talking about One Sunny, right? I'd say Sunny's the notable example. I think Seinfeld was a little before its time, and because of that, sometimes
it doesn't push that envelope.
Sometimes it was hard to tell if Seinfeld was playing to the tropes or making fun of the tropes, right? Whereas I feel like with Sunny, it's 100% easy to... Like, Sunny is not overt about it. Sunny's literally South Parking, you know what I mean? It's like, but to sitcoms, like, you know? It's like, hey, guess what? We're not only dissecting you, we're making fun of you. Like, our characters are basically what your characters were, but you didn't realize it, right? We actually realize it.
I feel like Seinfeld was in on the joke.
Oh, you eventually realized it was. I'm just saying there were episodes
in the moment?
moments where you were like,
yeah.
Like at the time,
they wouldn't have had that
as a
finale.
kid and even growing up, I was just like, was it? You know what I mean? Like, you're looking at the episode like, yeah, they're in, right? They're in on it.
Yeah, well, and like, in hindsight, that finale doesn't happen if they're not in on the joke.
Obviously, yes. Look, that's the thing. I'm not saying they weren't. I'm just saying that I think.
Yeah. No, I understand what you mean.
I think that Sunny has the benefit of being in the internet age too, right? Which is part of.
Okay, Goofy Tornado level 3.
Turns out it's a lot easier to be meta when you can watch all the sitcoms and know what everyone's doing, and have a entire library and time to study everything. And
Yeah, weird.
And then make a commentary. I'm gonna beg to say that the guys who write Sunny, you know, Rob McElhaney and Charlie, probably watched a lot of sitcoms growing up.
Yeah.
And in general throughout their lives.
I would say that's probably a safe bet.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, we're in the middle of a recap that we keep grinding through and re-interrupting.
Yeah, 25 minutes into the
we fought Android Riku. That's where we left off.
And then we
previously on the don't worry, we're doing a sitcom here, people. This is the sitcom known as Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, we're in on the bit.
Kingdom Hearts. Actually, Pajanime. This is the Pajanime 2
sequel.
The sequel.
Yeah, exactly.
What's your character type? Are you the? Oh yeah, Kyle's the frustrated lead. Yeah, you're the frustrated lead, and I guess I'm the comedy relief. Oh, that sucks.
You're the sidekick.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm Ted. You're Marshall.
You know what? Your story sucks, so I'm okay. I'm okay being Marshall. I don't know. I felt like Ted Cryby was a little,
Oh, come on, man.
His name sounds like Crosby, so he has to be a little whiner, just like. I don't know. There were moments.
He also got called Crosby once.
Again, that show also falls victim to the show's all about Ted thing.
Yeah, it's almost like it's being told from his perspective or something. But yeah, so we went through 100 Acre Woods. That's what we did.
Yes, we went through 100 Acre Woods and played the Mario Party games. And then there was plot, technically. There seems to be a coup going on inside the organization.
Yeah, that pink-haired Marluxia dude.
Marluxia, and we fought Larxene, and we also had a hard time with one of the Rikus before we put him down. And you went through Larxene pretty quickly, but then Axel, I believe, was the one who had a conversation with Marluxia.
Yeah.
To indicate something that he believes that Marluxia is a coup, and they were about to fight. Actually, is where we last saw them, and then.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that.
And then we ended up trapped. They were about to basically have anime fights, which is why the organization is so cool, and we like them all. Can you just to make sure we're on the same page? You agree thus far that the organization seems to be the most interesting thing thus far in this entire universe?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Arguably with like what the fuck's going on with Mickey, but like.
Yes.
Yeah, we're
perfect. That tier, and if I were to rank the tiers of what is interesting in Kingdom Hearts, number 1, Organization 13. Number 2, what the fuck is going on with Mickey Mystery and the state of Mickey, because you're kind of thinking that connects to history and what's going on in this universe. And number 3, Sora's general not give a fuck remixed with the 3 best friends. I think those are the 3 pillars that make Kingdom Hearts generally tolerable. But thus far, I felt those held up. What do you think? Do you agree with that?
Yes. I'm also confused because these 2 doors are the exact fucking. Okay, no, this is the direction I came from. They're like, look at this. So I came out of the door and I came into this room, which has this open chest. Cool. So I have to go through this door. I come out into this room, which has this door over here and this one I just came out of, and that's it. And then when I go through this door, which is the new one, I come out into this room, which looks the exact fucking same. It's very confusing.
Okay. I mean, yeah. You're in Castle Oblivion.
Oh my god, no, this is
Oh my god, these are Oblivion doors. Oh no, now it all makes sense. Now we know where Elder Scrolls stole its ideas.
Enemies.
Yeah, of course. So that hot recap was brought to you by Sonic Blade. Oh. Yeah, it's the camera thing, but you can't control it in the moment or something. Yeah, it's dumb.
No, I feel like it's just like they give you a lot more freedom when you're fighting bosses with it.
I don't know. I feel like it's a camera thing. Maybe you can only do it if you're targeting the same.
Hey, how about
you? If you're not targeting or you're AOEing it.
How about you look it up? Because we got time.
My phone is charging, so
I'll
look it up when it is not charging.
Fine.
Rain check lookup.
Yeah.
That hot future content. We'll look up how the whole we'll look up how the system works when we're almost done beating the game. Because that's how we do.
Yep. Yeah, just in time for me to not need it anymore. Thanks, Dick.
Yeah.
Having to charge your phone for work.
I'm pretty sure we've done that several times with Pajanime, the first feature too.
Well, yeah, but the difference was I already knew what was happening.
True, but there was stuff that we didn't remember.
Well, there was stuff. Well, usually it was just like, oh, I need a more efficient way to beat this boss.
I don't know. I'm just looking at the way it's happening, and right there, it was also happened where while he was on screen, you could continue to do it. In the moment he just.
But I feel like there have been times where the person disappeared, and it was totally fine with it.
Yeah, but that could be a glitch, right? That's the thing, right?
Yeah, you know, I wasn't accounting for the glitches. Good call.
I'm just saying, if it works 80% of the time one way and then 20% of the time not the other way, then I'm hoping in that situation it means that the 80% of the time that's the way it's supposed to work. But you know, with this game,
yeah, Ryan, come on.
With this game and our understanding of its crazy gambling cardness, it even gives you gems at the end, like literal money comes out. Like,
well, those are the experience points.
Yeah, experience.
Make ether.
Because basically, life experience is just money. Sorry, Moogle points.
Yeah.
Man, there's a meta statement there on the statement of on the state of Final Fantasy games. Moogle points is just life experience.
It was so somber.
Yeah, that's the Lord covers. Man. Because you know that's what they always do now.
Yeah, I don't know what. I've completely lost track of where I am. I'm just gonna keep wandering and hope that I find.
I think this is intentional. I think we needed a specific card. Oh, maybe that's what we needed.
Well, no, remember I've gotten to the end before. I just came back because I needed so many. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, we got to the end, but you needed a card. Oh, you needed so many. You needed a large number. Yeah, you got it, bro.
Was it this room or was this the
yeah,
same one?
I'm pretty sure it was this door, and then it was.
No, like this is the yeah.
Blue card's totally.
No, that wasn't. That was the reward door, not the door to progress.
Well, maybe let's go there, get the reward.
It takes so many cards, and I need so many cards to get through the other door.
That's fair. That's a good counter argument.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen, bro.
It's okay. You know, just making sure.
Yeah. No, I understand.
Well, this seems like it might be the last dungeon, so that's.
God, I hope so.
Hot reward might be good.
A hot reward would be great.
You know, maybe you don't need it.
But I also don't want to be... I needed 99 card points, and I was almost out of cards when we got to the door last time.
Alright.
Please understand my hesitance.
No, I'm understanding your hesitance.
Hesitation. I don't know if hesitance is a word.
I'm not continuing to push it.
No, I know. I just forgot. I wasn't sure if hesitance was a word or not.
Can you go through the window? No, you can't.
No.
Sorry, it just looked like a fog door.
No, Ryan, quit wasting my fucking time. No, it's fine.
Yeah, with the wasting your time with questions.
Yeah.
Because you can't talk and walk.
You know it.
Basically, you're like a freaking.
Like half the servers who work at my restaurant. Heyo.
A game before 2006, where it just had to be a cutscene because what? Talk and walk. And then every game started doing talk and walk.
What kind of magic is that?
Thanks, Gears of War. Talk and walk is kind of dated. No, did you go back? You just went.
You remember this is the place? Oh. Yeah, this is the place where they're fucked. I think.
Oh, you're going to try to find the right room because the doors are fucked. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because if you go through, you're basically just trying until you get the room you need to be in. This is fucked.
Yeah.
They wanted to recreate the magic of those early levels of Kingdom Hearts when you got lost and didn't know where you were going because. The environments were basically an oblivion.
I think that's it.
Get the pun? Yeah. Ah, hello, door.
Yeah, so you see...
A blue card with the number 1. That's all you need.
That's not all I need. That's the first thing I need.
Oh, right. And then it kept going. Yeah. Because it's the big door. Because it's the guarded trove. No, that's where we are. Blue.
Yeah, I also don't have it, so we're going to have to fight some stuff.
Okay, well, do you have a Moogle?
Yeah, but I can't use it on that door.
Can you use it on the door behind you?
Yeah, that was what I just saw.
Yeah.
But a Moogle's also not going to give me that kind of card. Moogles
it might.
No, they give you combat cards, not the like door going through cards.
Oh, you're right. Okay, yeah, so you just need to battle until you get a blue.
Yeah.
With a 1.
And I need a red with a 3. Beyond that, everything I'm getting is still helpful because I need them for.
Oh yeah. Oh, this game. I'm looking forward to being
into the good Kingdom Hearts.
We haven't stressed enough. We're looking forward to Kingdom Hearts 2 now.
Yeah, a lot.
We're ready for this game to end, and I think we still have. I don't think we have a lot left, but believe there's still a chunk.
Oh, there's definitely still a chunk.
But I think we're in the final act. We're in the third act, which feels good, I will say.
It does. Gorsh.
And if it wasn't for this hold up in this particular level, we were making good progress.
Oh, yeah.
Get through bosses pretty fast. There was that one battle with Riku that took a little frustration. Because he kept doing counter stuns and stun locking you. And
yeah, I don't think I got super mad at that one, did I?
Yeah, that was one.
I think I got frustrated, but I don't think I like yelled. I think
there was
I was
also
just, like,
the first was it Larxene? No, I don't think it was Larxene.
No, Larxene and I were fine.
There was it was the guy who shot like water, whose name is escaping me. I think he was another guy entirely. We've seen 4, right? Axel, Larxene,
Vexen.
Marluxia. Vexen, yeah, the blue guy. Yeah, I knew there was another one.
Well, it was. He got lit the fuck on fire, if you remember.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then he like disintegrated into nothing. Like acid, man, that was crazy.
Axel straight up lit him on fire. Axel didn't give a fuck.
Anime fire though. It wasn't like he threw gasoline on him.
I mean, he could have.
Probably, yeah, but that would he wanted to prove his point. He's like, listen, I'm more fucking anime than you. Basically,
that's what he said. Yeah, you're right.
Who the fuck is the most anime here today? It's me. No, it's me. I'm anime. I am the anime.
Random Joker. Oh.
Why so serious?
I'm pretty sure that card just gets me through. Fuck. You know what? I can't even go through here. No, because. Oh wait, maybe if I have one of my green cards.
Nope. With 0. Yeah, you have a 0.
Oh yeah, 0 will work.
Fuck. What does the random Joker do?
I think it'll give me my way through one of the. It'll let me through.
Oh, you just use it on the reward door is what you're saying?
No, I can use it on, like, the 99, so I don't need to 99 it.
Okay.
I think.
I see. We have 2 doors we can go through, the 99 and the
yeah, but the 99's the one that... The 99's the one that,
that the story goes forward,
yeah.
Hopefully? Okay. Well, what was the one with the multiples that you were just at? It's not the 99?
Well, it was the multiples and the 99. There was 2 99s. One for the reward door, one for the way forward.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's what you mean. So, yeah, so then you do mean the door with the multiples, okay.
Yeah, well, I thought you were talking about the other one, like the reward store.
You just assumed my point of view and didn't hear the words.
Yeah, sorry, Ryan, my bad.
Perfect. Are you Donald Trump?
Whoa! That was a hot fire take right there.
Yeah. Basically, deny facts. That's what that take is. That's all I'll say. Blizzaga. Ignorance isn't bliss, Kyle.
Nope.
This game, you know what? For all this game's faults, it even knows that.
That was a red 3, which I can't remember if I needed a red 1 or... Oh, was it blue 1 and a red 3? Or was it the other way around?
Blue 1, red 3.
Oh, perfect. That's...
You got her, bud. You need a blue 1 because you sell blue propane items. Keyblade, Moogle points, I don't know.
Do you remember how that...
Propane and propane accessories, I know
yeah.
how it goes. I intentionally...
Okay.
I had no way to connect it to what I was saying, so I just stopped because I was like... for some reason that randomly came up to my head and I was thinking of a way to connect it on the fly. And
yeah.
Listen, sometimes I'm Marty McFly and sometimes I'm Doc Brown. And weight has nothing to do with it.
Yep. When Alex and I first started dating, she worked at a supplement store, and she took one of her profile pictures for Facebook, said, "My name's Alex Ryan, and I sell protein and protein accessories," which I thought was pretty great. And I was like, I'm gonna marry this girl.
Wow, man, you knew then.
Yeah. I mean, I said it to myself as a joke, but yeah.
Technically, you're not married yet.
Yeah, whatever, Ryan.
But you know what I mean. I have all the confidence. That
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
I'm trying to. So listen, I'm trying to knock on wood. So
she's not gonna dump you in the next year.
Yeah. So like a year later, you don't just come to me, Ryan. It's all your fault.
Yeah, you know what? If my relationship ends, that's on you.
She heard this comment and was like, nope. Suddenly, just to spite Ryan, I'm gonna end the relationship. Then you'll get back together like 6 months later or 2 months later. But just to make the point that you're mad at me for, yeah.
Yeah, that's something she would do.
Yeah, absolutely. If this was a situational comedy, absolutely. Just to take it all back.
Yeah, we can get back together, but fuck Ryan. I don't have a lot of girl voices. I don't know if I've made that clear.
I mean, at that point, though, she would probably just make you in on the joke. Like, this would be, you know, this would be a Ben and Lee. This would be a Bonnie and Clyde situation where you're just riffing on me.
Yeah, probably.
Right? Would that might be something old Kyle would do. That's a troll. That's the type of. No, I mean, you'd only do that if there's a gain, I guess.
Yeah.
Because you still only troll. No, I mean, I'm trying to remember the type of trolls you.
I
mean, did you gain anything from trolling Kessler? Probably not.
Yes, that was a great time. What do you mean?
Yeah, a great time trolling a child. Come on, Kyle. Listen. I don't want to shade Kyle here. Shade Kyle's past, but.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure this will just give me straight up, give me through the 99.
I mean, I'm getting on Kyle for trolling a kid when I was probably the definition of an edgelord when I was a teenager.
Yeah, so we need a blue one.
I dropped out of school quite late.
Oh, also, that's probably a good place to call this episode. Next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, next time we'll fucking try to get a blue one. That's literally what the holdup is right now. Thanks for watching, everybody.
We need a blue one, but yeah.
Yeah.
Red
Thanks for watching, everybody.
By.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Actually,
All Wings reporting.
I'm Red 5 standing. Red 5 standing.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
All Wings.
Red 5 standing by.